The MG-HS mid-sized SUV. More space, more safety tech with MG Pilot, and more peace of mind. All from only $29,990 drive away. The MG-HS. It's the more you've been looking for.
OMF Mattress. Across the Sunshine Coast on 91.1 and iHeartRadio. This is Hot 91. The leaders in local with local news first.
Good morning, Naomi Lynch here, broadcasting from Gubby Gubby Country. Starting with local news, a late-night hike for SES crews who had to rescue 3 people from the bush in the Glasshouse Mountains. The trio called for help around 8 last night after getting lost at the Mount Beerburra walking track. Rescue crews managed to find them and help them to the exit around 3 hours later, where they were assessed by paramedics. None were injured, but all 3 were taken to SCU as a precaution. Fire crews have raced to put out a vegetation fire near the pop-up Ferris wheel at Coolum Beach. They were called around 6 last night with plenty of smoke in the area as they battled the flames at Lyons and Norrie Job Park. It was out within 20 minutes. The person who allegedly dumped a load of rubbish, including a kitchen sink in a national park, has now been fined. Harrison Preeb has details.
A mountain of waste from a kitchen reno, including cupboards, bench tops and a sink, was found dumped in a forest on the Cooloola coast back in April. The government's worked with rangers to investigate, discovering the kitchen had been removed from a Rainbow Beach home. They issued a compliance notice to clean up the mess, but say the person allegedly responsible failed to respond. That person has since been hit with a $2,000 fine for the illegal dumping and another fine of almost $1,500 for ignoring the initial notice.
Maleny Dairy is doing its part to protect the local cattle and dairy industry from any potential exposure to foot and mouth disease. It's introduced measures including foot baths and minimising interactions between cows and visitors just to be safe. COO Grant Galvin says they're conscious of the impacts it could have if foot and mouth spreads.
So we've put in place precautions at this point just to be sure that we are doing everything from a biosecurity perspective that minimises any chance of foot and mouth disease, impacting Maleny dairies, but more importantly, the broader industry.
Briefly, a 3-day family-friendly music festival, Sunshine Sounds, kicks off at Monday today, and animal lovers can find everything they need to keep furry friends happy and healthy at a new pet expo on at the Noosa River. In other news, Australia's led nations and territories into the stadium for the Commonwealth Games opening ceremony in the UK. The opening extravaganza reflected on Birmingham's history, while dozens of red, white and blue British cars have been used to form the Union Jack. And Australia's facing a once-in-a-generation economic challenge. The Federal Treasurer is warning inflation will skyrocket to nearly 8% by the end of the year. Toni Thompson has sports next.
Australian Industry Trade College. Apply now for our 2023 intake. Hot 91. Sport.
Among a few highlights from Manly this week has been the debut of third-generation Sea Eagles player Zach Fulton. He played 27 minutes off the bench in their 20-10 loss to the Roosters at Brookvale Oval. Fulton, the grandson of late immortal Bob Fulton, says he hopes he's done his family proud.
It was everything I could have dreamed of, and I was doing it for all my family up the coast, out in the city, and right here watching me.
Tonight in the NRL, the Melbourne Storm are up against the Warriors in New Zealand, while the Eels take on the Panthers.
Customised furniture now at Domain. Made in Australia, made for you. Lounges, dining tables, chairs and more. Select a style and customise. Choose your size, fabric, colour, options. Our experts can help you design the perfect piece for your home. Customised furniture at Domain. Made in Australia, made for you. Plus, Domain have a selected range of furniture in stock available now for express delivery to your home. Including fabric and leather
and sunshine, climate at 22. What a chilly start to the morning. 8.5 right now. Let's heat things up with 20 songs at 3.